Good evening, East Alabama. This is the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. We continue this week. It's Thursday afternoon, and we are right back into the Calhoun County Basketball action from Pete Matthews Coliseum, where the action has been taking place most of the week. Yesterday, we had the quarterfinal matchups. We have two quarterfinal matchups that happened earlier today, but the semis are set, and we will have highlights of the semifinals tomorrow, along with the coach interviews. But today, the actions from the quarterfinals yesterday. We've got three games. We have the Piedmont-Jacksonville boys. We have the Piedmont-Alexandria girls. And then we have the Jacksonville-Weaver girls. So we've got a lot of action on the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. And as always, don't forget to like and follow our East Alabama Now page so that you don't miss the Locker Room. We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Also, EAN News Right Now is about to merge with East Alabama, which is another reason why you should like our East Alabama Now page. But in the meantime, EAN News still taking place every weeknight at 6:30 right now. Mike Stedham and Katie Edwards with your local news. John Holder has your local weather. And then I bring you your sports, where we're going to talk about the girls' state wrestling tournament that kicked off today at Thompson High School. Going to continue tomorrow at the Birmingham Crossplex. We recap more of the basketball action from yesterday with all the action, not just the games with highlights, but everything. But I'm excited to be with you guys this Thursday afternoon. Again, I'm Namath Pitts. And our highlights from Pete Matthews Coliseum, we do have highlights of a couple games, are presented by Lindsey Barger of Really Real Real Estate. It could be a tongue twister, but Really Real Real Estate is one of the top places. And I got to ask you, are you ready to buy or sell? Because together with Lindsey Barger, we can help make your home dreams a reality. Lindsey Barger specializes in home buying, selling, and investing. Whether you want to buy a personal home, buy land to build a dream home, you want to sell a rental home, or just buy a home to flip and resell, Lindsey Barger is your friend through it all. And I know for a fact that she would love to guide you in the process today. So if you need to call her for all your real estate needs, you can do that at 256-441-2389. And you can also find her on social media. Make sure to go like and follow her at lindseybarger.realtor. Lindsey Barger of Really Real Real Estate brings you the highlights on the Locker Room, which is presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. All right, we are going to go ahead and go out to Pete Matthews Coliseum, where you see the Piedmont cheerleaders gearing up to watch both of their teams play at the Pete. Jaquan Irvin dishes it to Aaron Nixon, who finishes inside under the basket for Jacksonville. Piedmont on offense now. Ishmael Bethel in transition, goes through the contact and finishes for the bucket. Jacksonville going to take back over on offense. Sean Herbert's floater is in and good for the Golden Eagles. And Piedmont now at the free throw line. Colton Proctor hits the first free throw, and then he's going to make it 2 for 2 from the charity stripe as he hits both free throws for Piedmont. This time, Piedmont's going to miss a shot, but Chance Murphy is going to get the missed opportunity, get the rebound, and put it back up for the bucket. That's an and one opportunity, and he would capitalize on the free throw to make it a three-point play. This time, Taylor Swain in transition passes it to Colton Proctor, who finishes under the rim for the Bulldogs. And that's going to take us to the head coach of the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, Coach Tress Buzon. And if I pronounce that name wrong, I apologize, Coach. Here's the head coach of the Piedmont Bulldogs, head coach Matt Glover. This time, Colton Proctor's got the ball, and Colton Proctor is just going to call his own number. He's monitoring the floor, and he's going to take it inside, and Colton Proctor's going to finish for the bucket. This time, Jacksonville back on offense, and Jaquan Irvin. This is Barksdale. He's going to pass it to Irvin. Irvin's going to take it inside, and he's going to finish inside the paint for the bucket. Piedmont back on offense. Ball's going to end up in Colton Proctor's hands. It is right here, and Colton Proctor's just going to take it all the way inside and finish. He's going to get the bucket for the Bulldogs. And this time, we're going to see Piedmont on offense. Piedmont's going to get some really good ball movement, and then the finish is going to be absolutely awesome. Look at this. Slam dunk! Exclamation point for Ishmael Bethel. But not just one. Watch this. Jacksonville on offense, and the highlight reel is going to continue. The ball goes off Bethel. Bethel in transition. Bang! Slam dunk. How about that for Ishmael Bethel? Back-to-back slam dunks in the matter of seconds. Jacksonville back on offense. Barksdale going to dish it to Irvin. Irvin's going to miss, but get the putback as Jaquan Irvin gets the rebound and put back for Jacksonville. This time, ball's going to be moved around. It's going to end up back inside the paint as Aaron Nixon's going to take it to the rim and finish for the layup. And I love this play right here. The Piedmont Bulldogs, this is hard-nosed defense by Luke Reinhardt, and then just smart to call the timeout immediately. Jaylen Brown's going to go up court. Almost lost the ball. Jaylen Brown, though, moving the ball inside. Stuck's going to dish it to Cole Wilson, and he's going to get the floater to fall off the backboard for Piedmont. Jacksonville back on offense. Jaquan Irvin's got the ball. He's going to dish it to Monte Sinclair. Finishes inside and one for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. So Jacksonville, Monte Sinclair gets the and one for the Golden Eagles. This time Jaylen Brown back up the court. He's going to miss the shot, but Chance Murphy's going to clean it up with the rebound and put back for the Bulldogs. Chance Murphy really good under the rim, getting rebounds for the Bulldogs. This time Gavin Peeler gets inside, gets the bucket for the Golden Eagles, and that is going to take us to our last bit of the highlights from Pete Matthews Coliseum, where Taylor Swain's going to hit the jumper. Jacksonville wins 63-58 over the Piedmont Bulldogs. So Jacksonville gets the win, and for the third time since 2021, Piedmont came up short against Jacksonville in the Calhoun County Boys Basketball Tournament. But it was tremendous heart and effort last night, but you saw where the Bulldogs came up short by 5. Piedmont made 3 of 10 in the second quarter, turned over the ball 6 times. The Bulldogs were outscored 19-8 after playing the Golden Eagles at an even 13 in the first quarter. Jacksonville junior Aaron Nixon scored 8 of his 10 second-half points in the fourth quarter. Nixon buried big three-pointers, made 3 of 4 free throws down the stretch. And despite not making a field goal in the second half, the Golden Eagles' Devin Barksdale made all 4 foul shots in the final minute to seal the win. He and Nixon finished with a team-high 16 points. For Piedmont, Ishmael Bethel had 25 points, which led all scores, including he had many powerful dunks, as you saw in the highlights. And despite showcasing several tremendous plays, the final result for Piedmont was summed up with an easy dunk that he missed after not gripping the ball, as the Golden Eagles advanced to the semifinals where they would take on the Anniston Bulldogs. But despite the win, the head coach of the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, Trez Buson, knew that their team did not play Jacksonville standard basketball. Here's him talking about that.
Tonight I didn't think we played our best basketball, to be honest. I thought defensively we were lax, 50-50 balls. We didn't make a lot of plays. But overall, really proud of getting the win. The guys fought through. They showed some grit there at the end. So a lot of things we can work on, but, we got to play better if we're going to beat good competition down the road.
The Jacksonville Golden Eagles might be one of the most experienced teams when it comes to playing at Pete Matthews Coliseum. They've won a lot of games during the county tournament. They've won a lot of games at regionals. Playing at the Pete is like playing in your backyard. Here's Coach Trez talking about that.
We're so blessed to play here at the Pete. We're Jacksonville High School and we're playing at Jacksonville State University. So for us, it's just right across the street. But such an awesome environment, awesome arena. The county tournament here is, second to none in my opinion. I think it's a great atmosphere, and the farther along you go every round, the better the crowds are, and it's a great experience to play here before the regionals. Hopefully you play good enough basketball to get back up here, and I think that's a real advantage to be able to get on this court as much as possible.
With the win over Piedmont, the Jacksonville Golden Eagles are set to play Anniston in the semifinals. They've played Anniston one time this season where they lost by 2 points, so it's a revenge game for Jacksonville. Here's Coach Trez talking about the Anniston matchup.
Anniston's a great team. Another 4A opponent of ours. They got us earlier this year at our place, beat us by 2. They're a very tough opponent. They have a ton of athleticism, well coached, and so we have our hands full. It's going to be a tough competition, but we're looking forward to it.
Anniston's coming off their highest scoring game of the season where they scored 95 points in their win over Weaver, which is also the highest scoring game at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament this year so far. Okay, we're going to take a break real quick, guys, and when we come back, we're going to have more highlights. Speaking of the Golden Eagles, it wasn't just the boys who soared. The girls did the same. Don't go away. You're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the locker room each and every day. Ted's Floors and Beyond has all your flooring needs, whether it's hardwood, laminate, carpet, tile, luxury vinyl. They have it for you right there at Ted's. You can go by their showroom there in Anniston and you can pick out what you like, want, and need, and they can do that there at Ted's. Also, they've got their partnership with Welburn Cabinet and will offer you a complete kitchen or bath makeover. That includes cabinets, countertops, flooring, backsplashes, tile showers. They can get it done there at Ted's Floors and Beyond. And now they offer you work on your outdoor space, whether it's an outdoor kitchen, patio, or living space. They have specially made outdoor tiles and stones that can enhance your outdoor experience. Go by and see them today at their showroom in Anniston on Highway 431, right before you get to Sachs Elementary School, or visit them online at shopteds.com. That is shopteds.com. Ted's Floors and Beyond brings you the locker room. We continue on this Thursday afternoon talking Calhoun County basketball from Pete Matthews Coliseum, and it has been a slam-packed week of action. A lot of long days, but honestly, could not ask for anything better than Calhoun County basketball at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Less than Namath Pits, more of the highlights. Let's go back out to the Pete for our Lindsey Barger Really Real Real Estate highlights. We've got the Jacksonville Golden Eagles and Weaver Bearcat girls. Here's the head coach of the Weaver Bearcats, head coach Jamie Burns. Her team started out strong, 12-8 in the first quarter, before Jacksonville went on a big run. Here we've got Jacksonville on offense, Lexi Phillips from three-point range. Bang! And one. That's the 2 for 1 right there. If you're a coach, you love it. Jacksonville on offense, Lainey Lozano is going to get the floater, and it is going to fall for the Golden Eagles. Now we've got the Jacksonville Golden Eagles head coach Corey Mize. Great guy. Got the opportunity to talk with him after the game. Great guy. There's Coach, coaching hard. Come on, Coach. All right, Deasia Prothro gets the easy layup under the basket for the Golden Eagles. Jacksonville back on offense. It'll be good ball movement for the Golden Eagles. They're going to spray the floor around a little bit. Good ball movement. Lozano this time. Another floater. It's going to fall for the Golden Eagles. And Jacksonville wasn't just good on defense. They played suffocating defense. I mean, they weren't just good on offense. They played suffocating defense. Here's the steal. Lozano gets the easy layup. And then it's going to be a lot of Jacksonville highlights. They went on a 44-1 run. Here's J.C. Taylor in transition, and she gets the layup. Guys, 44-1 run. They scored 44 points while Weaver only scored 1. Yeah, J.C. Taylor that time dished it to Deasia Prothro, who gets the finish. This time, Lexi Phillips in transition. She gets the layup. I don't know if I've seen a 44-1 run. Sorry, it's just mind-boggling. All right, Jacksonville's defense, though. The on-ball pressure suffocating Weaver. Nevaeh Nicholson. There it is. She gets the bucket. This time, Jacksonville Weaver's on offense. Going to try to move the ball around a little bit. Get something going. It's going to be Emerson Weaver. She gets the steal. She goes in transition. Misses the layup, but Ontaria Braxton gets the rebound and put back. We got our little barbecue layup competition. I still haven't figured out what that is. That's barbecue sauce on the left. What is that on the right? Chicken? Pork? That ain't pork. I don't know what it is. Either way, it's going to be the barbecue sauce getting the win. And that player, or that athlete, is from Jacksonville. Or student, I should say. That student. And the barbecue sauce is from Jacksonville. Here's Nevaeh Nicholson. She gets the easy layup and basket for Jacksonville. And Weaver's going to be on offense. They're going to take a couple shot opportunities right here. Shot 1. Missed. Shot 2, missed. But how about the effort to keep it going, and Ariana Richmond would get the rebound and put back. This time, Aaliyah Marks is going to take over. Aaliyah Marks in transition. She's going to get the bucket to fall. She's going to get the layup for Weaver. Then they're going to go to the free throw line. DJ Gibbs is good from the charity stripe. And then how about Aaliyah Marks? Her jumper is good. And then Aaliyah Marks is going to cement another play right here. She gets the steal, and she is going to finish on the other end and get the bucket. But Jacksonville would win 57-19 as the Golden Eagles move on. So the Jacksonville Golden Eagles move on to the next round. Coach Corey Mize's team, despite a 17-point performance that saw her knock down 8 field goals. You saw Lainey Lozano. Offense is not even her favorite thing on the floor. It's defense. And I got to tell you, it was a strong offensive day for the Golden Eagles. Lozano and Jacksonville's defense, though, is what proved to be the difference as Jacksonville girls had a dominating 57-19 win against Weaver. The Golden Eagles are now going to move on to the semifinals where they're going to face the Oxford Yellow Jackets. But think about this. We told you Jacksonville made a 44-1 run. That means 45 points were scored, and Jacksonville had 44 of those 45. Their defense held Weaver to just 9 points through the first 3 quarters of play. Let me put it this way. In the early second quarter, the score was 12-8. But they held them to only 9 points in the first 3 quarters. And they did not allow a field goal in the second or third quarter of the game. So it wasn't just Lozano who had a strong offensive performance for Jacksonville. The defense was stellar, but Lexi Phillips and Ontaria Braxton each scored 9 points apiece. J.C. Taylor posted 8. Weaver was led by Aaliyah Marks, who scored 10 of the team's 19 points, 7 of those coming in the fourth quarter. Ariana Richmond scored 6 points. Coach Corey Mize, here he is talking about how his team played.
I thought that we started slow. We didn't really play our best basketball. We were stagnant on offense. Defensively, we didn't bring our best pressure. I'm not sure if it was the big stage, the crowd. But I feel like we got it together the second half. We started bringing the pressure that we're bringing. We started getting more emotion on offense. And I think someone said we went on a 40-1 run maybe. So I think we really got it together, and we started playing Jacksonville basketball.
Coach, it was a 44-1 run, just so you know. But anyway, something had to have changed because it was a 12-8 game in the first quarter, and it was very close. And then all of a sudden, Jacksonville just absolutely annihilated Weaver. So ask Coach, what changed from the first quarter to the next?
I think that when we came in at halftime, we had leaders really step up. They realized that was not our best basketball. It's not the standard that we've been building this season. We've played some good opponents, some competitive basketball. And the leaders came in at halftime. I talked for half the time, but the leaders really stepped up, and they started getting on to them, telling them that this is not what we do. We need to go out here and set the tone and make sure we play Jacksonville basketball for the rest of this game.
Jacksonville's been really good. The games that they have lost, they've been in all of them. Ramsey, they were in at one point. Cherokee County, they were in. They've been very competitive in the games that they've lost. And the Jacksonville standard is a large standard that you have to live up to. It's a lot of pressure, especially when you play basketball at Jacksonville. That's what Jacksonville is known for. But they've got a tough game. They're going to go head-to-head against the number 2 seed Oxford Yellow Jackets. It's not going to be an easy task, but certainly Coach Mize and the Golden Eagles are looking forward to the challenge.
We got Oxford tomorrow. They're a really good team. We've seen them, on film and in person. They got some really good players. We're going to do our best to scout them. Come out, we're going to try to compete for 4 quarters and make sure they get our best basketball. And if we compete, if we bring everything we got, I think we can really take them down. We just got to have a good game plan. We got to execute.
I'll be at Pete Matthews Coliseum tonight for these late-night semifinal games. Get you guys all the highlights and action that you can see here tomorrow. But we're not done with quarterfinal action. When we come back, we've got the final game of the night last night, arguably what some had expected to be the best game of the day. Did it live up to that? You'll have to see. Don't go away. When you come back, we'll have more. You're watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.
Ted's Floors and Beyond is excited to introduce our all-new outdoor living collection. Have you ever dreamed of elevating or even creating an outdoor living space, whether it be for grilling, lounging, playing, entertaining, or just winding down? Our quality tile and stone, combined with our expert craftsmanship, will no doubt create unforgettable outdoor moments with family and friends, while also enhancing the beauty and value of your home. Call us today.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Welcome back into the Locker Room presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond. I'm Namath Pitts. It is Thursday afternoon. It's starting to get a little warmer outside. By that, I mean like a degree or two. But last night, I don't know if there was anything warmer in Calhoun County, East Alabama than the Piedmont Bulldogs ladies. They were on fire shooting the ball. And I got to tell you, Ava Pope was a big reason for that. But why tell you? I want you to see for yourself. So let's go out to our Lindsey Barger Really Real Real Estate highlights at Pete Matthews Coliseum. Here's the Alexandria students section getting ready to cheer on their Valley Cubs, who are the number 5 seed. There's the head coach of the Piedmont Bulldogs, head coach Shane Morrow. Won a state championship at Jacksonville, coached at Weaver for a long time. And he's got his Piedmont Bulldogs playing some of their best basketball at the right time. Here's Coach Craig Kiker of the Alexandria Valley Cubs. Got a little bit of an inexperienced team, but Coach Kiker still does a great job at Alexandria. All right, let's go to the action. Piedmont on offense. Jenna Duke from 3. Bang! Off the backboard, and it is good. And you're going to hear me say bang a lot in this highlight reel. All right, here we go. Alexandria on offense. Charlie Paris is going to take it inside, finishes, and one. That's a blocking foul on Piedmont. Charlie Paris, though, misses the and one opportunity, but Alyssa Hunt gets the rebound and put back for the Valley Cubs. Speaking of Alyssa Hunt, we just said her name. We're going to talk about her a little bit more. Alexandria brings the ball up. It ends up in Alyssa Hunt's hands. This time, look at this turnaround. And that layup is good under the basket. Piedmont on offense. Ava Pope, her layup is going to be good. And you're about to hear Ava Pope. Yep. Piedmont this time on defense. They're going to get the steal. Guess who the ball's going to end up in? Ava Pope. And the layup is good for the Bulldogs. And Alexandria back on offense, going to move the ball around the court. Going to try to get some ball movement going. Again, good ball movement from Alexandria. Not on ball pressure from Piedmont. It's suffocating. I mean, that is tough to play through. Landry Parison from 3. Bang! Off the backboard, baby, as the Alexandria Valley Cubs get the three-pointer. But Alexandria back on offense. Piedmont's defense creates another turnover, and they're going to come back up the court. And they're going to miss this shot. They're actually going to fight through a couple missed opportunities. But eventually the ball's going to end up in Ava Pope's hands from 3. Bang! Nothing but net, baby. And she drops it. And this time Josie Young gets the layup and bucket for Piedmont. This time Kayla Brothers misses her own shot, gets the rebound and put back. Ava Pope. Here she is. Wait a minute. 3. Bang! She can't miss. She's on fire, baby. Like, seriously, somebody get a fire extinguisher. All right, Piedmont has a 26-point lead with 5 minutes to go, and that means Shane Morrow is going to clear the bench and bring in 5 subs. Alexandria's Brindley Curvin shoots one from deep, and bang! It's good. All right, Carson Young this time gets inside the paint and finishes for the layup. Piedmont back on offense. Carson Young, she's going to have her own little highlight reel here late. Carson Young right here is going to get the steal. And then they're going to come right back up the court. Going to bring the ball up the court. And it's going to end up back in Carson Young's hands again. You can see her right here. Hold on, I'm ready. From three. Bang! Ooh, nothing but that one. Oh, shoot. They dropping dimes, baby. All right, this time Carson Young again. Her jumper is good off the backboard. Piedmont wins 60-25. And how about that? The Piedmont Bulldogs. Yesterday's action in the Calhoun County Tournament was great. It ended with the number 4 seed Piedmont girls, the ladies against the ladies of Alexandria, who were the number 5 seed. These same two teams played with these same seeds just a year ago in the 2023 Calhoun County Tournament, where Alexandria won by 7 points. Piedmont had cut a 14-point deficit to 1 point last year, and apparently that loss did not sit well with Piedmont as returning players, because this season's game was supposed to be a close one. I mean, I even told people yesterday, I think the best game of the day is going to be Piedmont girls, Alexandria girls. It wasn't close at all. It was dominance from Shane Morrow. And Alexandria statistically showed that the Valley Cubs committed 19 turnovers, most of which produced Piedmont's points in transition, which led to that dominant 60-25 lead. Piedmont only led by 10 at halftime. They led 25-15 at halftime, which means they scored 35 points in the second half, held Alexandria to 10. They limited the Cubs to only 4 points in the third quarter, 6 in the fourth. And for a second consecutive game, Shane Morrow did something very interesting. He substituted 5 players at a time, and that shows you how much confidence Morrow has in his second group as he does in the first, because each group played about 4 minutes each quarter. Another part of the reason why Piedmont was so successful is their plan was to deny the ball as much as possible from the 2 biggest threats Alexandria has, which are Charlie Paris and Alyssa Hunt. Piedmont statistically did really well. They had 9 players that scored for the Bulldogs. 3 reached double figures. Obviously, Ava Pope, bang, bang, bang. You saw the highlights. She scored 18 points, was their leading scorer. She had 3 3-point baskets in the second half alone, as you saw in the highlights. Carson Young had a pair of trays, totaled 14 points. Kayla Brothers finished with 12 points. In the first quarter, she cut through the lane 3 times, took a teammate's interior pass to the basket, made a lot of really good plays for Piedmont. Jenna Duke hit a 3-pointer. She got a short-range basket and had 5 points total. And so for Alexandria, Alyssa Hunt, she had 9 points at halftime. She had the only 4 points for Alexandria in the third quarter, and she finished with 13 points. Paris had 6 points, which were all in the first half. And then for Alexandria, freshman Brynlee Curvin and Landry Patterson did the scoring for the Cubs in the fourth quarter. Each of them had a 3-point shot. But Piedmont was dominant, 60-25, as Shane Morrow's team advances to play the Anniston Bulldogs. But before we get his thoughts on Anniston, here's his thoughts on how he felt like his team performed.
Well, the girls just executed well. They played really, really hard tonight. They really wanted it. We talked about this before. It was one of our goals, try to get to the semifinals. It's been a while since we've been in the semifinals, so I don't know exactly when. It's just the girls. Testament to how hard they played.
This was a big win for the Piedmont Bulldogs, and a win like this can certainly propel you moving forward as you get back into area play after the county tournament. So I was curious, I asked Coach Morrow, how does this win over Alexandria propel them moving forward?
Well, I'm hoping it propels us forward. We got a big test tomorrow against Anniston. We've already played them twice, but I'm hoping we use it to our advantage, as far as our goals at the end of the year, as far as going to the playoffs, trying to make it to regionals and things like that.
Piedmont is familiar with Anniston. They've played them twice this season, as Coach Morrow said. So when you play a team a third time, could the third time be the charm? That is to be determined, but I asked Coach Morrow for his thoughts on Anniston.
They're really, really good. Coach does a really good job. He's got a really good team. Like I said, we've played them twice before already this season. Coach Bullock does a good job. We'll handle their pressure. It would give us a chance, but Coach does a good job. It'll just be we've given ourselves this opportunity, so I hope we take advantage of it.
Good luck to the Piedmont Bulldogs against the top-seeded Anniston Bulldogs. It'll be a battle of the Bulldogs. 2 quarterfinal games this morning or earlier today to start the day, and then the semifinals. Only 2 semifinals games that are, or 3 that are set in stone, still waiting on the other one. but obviously the Anniston Bulldog ladies against the Piedmont ladies. And then, of course, on the other side of the girls, you have the Jacksonville Golden Eagle ladies, and the Jacksonville Golden Eagle ladies will be going head-to-head against the Oxford Yellow Jacket ladies. And then in the boys' side, Jacksonville Golden Eagle boys and Anniston boys. And then Oxford Sachs, White Plains, Alexandria, winners will face each other. Well, that's going to do it for me today, and I've got to get back to the Pete myself so I can get you guys highlights. I hope you'll join me right back here tomorrow at 5 p.m. for highlights, interviews, stats, scores from the semifinals, which is taking place tonight. Other than that, stay warm. God bless. And thank you for watching The Locker Room, presented by Ted's Floors and Beyond.